Thank you and welcome back to the Las Vegas Sports Talk. Here I want to discuss the story that you may already know. Gervonta Tank Davis. Uh, Pretty much he's been indicted on 14 charges for a illegal hit and run accident. But before I jump into the story, in case you guys don't know who this person is, let me give you just a quick background on who he is. Uh, Basically, Gervonta Davis, they call him Tank. He has 24 wins, 0 losses, with 23 knockouts. Okay, he weighs 129 pounds. His height is 5'5" and a half, and he has a 67.5-inch reach. He's 26 years old. He fights southpaw, and he was born in Baltimore, or as they say, Bmore. He currently holds the WBA super featherweight title and the WBA lightweight title. Okay, so now that you know who Gervonta Tank Davis is, let's get into the story to find out what happened, what went wrong. And then, of course, I have some questions at the end in regards to this whole thing. So, basically, last year, November 5th, there was an accident on the intersection of MLK Boulevard and Washington Boulevard, where there was a 2002 Lamborghini Urus. I guess that's how you pronounce that. That's the picture of the car right there. Not his particular car, but that's the picture of the Lambo, or Lamborghini as they say. Basically, from what I've researched, the car ran a red light, crashed into a Toyota, and then from there, this is where it starts, in my opinion, starts to get a little suspicious here. Basically, they say that the car, after it was involved in a crash, there's reports that car pulls up, which they have cameras. A car pulls up, takes stuff out of the car. That's the Lamborghini, puts it into the car, and then takes off. In that process, they said there was, I guess, witnesses, pictures of Gervonta Davis. Well, let me rephrase that. There's pictures of the car pulling up to the scene and people putting stuff in the car. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Putting stuff into the car, and then driving off. And there's four people in a Toyota Sereno that was injured in the crash. They had to go to the doctor, correction hospital. So now they're saying that basically that just came down yesterday. Among these 14 charges, traffic offenses, failure to maintain at the scene of an accident involving bodily injury, driving on a suspended license, driving on a revoked license, failure to drive, failure of a driver in an accident to render reasonable assistance to the injured person. Now that one is a little sketchy, but we'll go with it. That's just some of the charges that he's facing now. If convicted, he could face, they're saying, up to 7 years in prison. Now here's my take on it real quick. Just got a couple questions for you. But before I do, make sure you please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification. Like this video because I'm giving you news that you can use in the boxing world. So, and also for the questions that I'm going to ask, please leave me a comment down below. So maybe you can answer some of these questions for me. Basically, who was driving the car? They said there was video, but no one ever said they saw him. Well, let me rephrase that. They say that they saw him driving, but all this video that was captured from the witnesses in the, stores, did anyone capture him there? So that would be a question that I have that you can answer down in the comment section. Also, well, that went into my second question. Did they show him on the scene? So all those witnesses, did anyone have video proof of him being there? And here's something. Was someone driving the car? Was someone else driving the car? There was a report out that there was after the accident, him and a female were seen exiting the car, getting into the other car. So it's a lot of loose ends in this story. I'm sure that they went after him because he's probably the registered owner of the vehicle. So if someone doesn't come up to say, yes, I was driving the car, then he would probably be the one to get hemmed up for all these charges. But out of Baltimore, I'm quite sure. Uh, well, we'll let it play out and see how it goes. Once again, this is Marcus Gordon with the Las Vegas Sports Talk, and I'm out of here. Thank you.